Hello dear learners, today I welcome you all to the next video session on MCQs from Social Pharmacy, that is Health Education Community Pharmacy. On the topic Epidemiology, we are going to discuss few of the MCQs from part 6. In earlier 5 parts we have seen various MCQs from the same chapter, that is Epidemiology. Since it deals with the wide aspects, we'll have few more parts on the same chapter called as Epidemiology. So to start with the first question which is coming under Epidemiology, the question is, hospital acquired infections can be prevented by dash. Whether they are prevented by proper disinfection, whether by proper sterilization, whether by isolation of patients suffering from communicable diseases, or all of them. The correct answer is, it is all of them. Why? Because as the name suggests, hospital acquired infections are nothing but these are the infections which are being acquired through hospital. That means when the patient will get admitted to the hospital or any healthcare center, that patient will acquire that disease which that patient was not having earlier. So these include various sources from that hospital, such as various patients which are suffering from communicable diseases, or some infected hands during the surgeries of surgeon, nurses, ward boys, etc. Then unsterile instrument can also be one reason. Hospital staff is one of the reason. Then contaminated food, water, drink may also be one of the reason, and some articles of the patients which was there earlier, that can also be the reason, like used bed, furniture, clothes, etc. Sink, basin, etc. So these are possible sources. So how we can prevent them? By proper sterilization of the instruments which are being used, proper disinfection methods like disinfecting the various utensils, then articles, or by safety care of hospital staff, or proper disinfection of whatever the routine prophylactic disinfection measures they can take, and or as well as communicable diseases patient, if we will isolate them, then there are chances of again reduction of hospital acquired infection and we can prevent them. So the correct answer is, it is all of them. Next question is, the common pathogenic microorganisms responsible for hospital acquired infections include. Now since hospital acquired infection we just now seen, there are many possible sources for acquiring the hospital acquired infections. So the pathogens which are responsible for causing hospital acquired infections include staphylococcus, E. coli, then other microorganisms or other bacteria such as streptococcus species, Corynebacterium diphtheriae, Clostridium tetani. Along with all these bacteria, also hepatitis virus through infected blood. So the correct answer is, it is all of them. Pathogenic microorganisms which are responsible for all these diseases are staphylococcus species, streptococcus species, Corynebacterium diphtheriae, Clostridium tetani, hepatitis, infected blood, hepatitis virus through infected blood, etc. So the correct answer is, it is all of them. Next question is, hospital acquired infection include, whether it includes cross infection, whether it includes auto infection, whether both of them or none of them. So before going to the correct answer, we will see first what are these terms, cross infection and auto infection. So cross infections include the infections which spread from one person to another person, and auto infections include the infections which spread within the tissues, from one tissue to another tissue within the patient, that same patient. So these are called as auto infections, is the name auto, they will spread inside the patient, and since cross infection, they will transfer from person to person. So as you can see here in the image, this person, since he is sneezing, that person is preventing, that lady is preventing herself from these all bacteria and viruses, because this can spread from this man to this woman, or this between these persons this can get transmitted. So this is called cross infection, and these are various types of infections such as eczema, psoriasis, bed sores, then skin lesions, boils, etc. So these are some auto infections which are responsible for the spread within the same patient itself, like from one tissue to another tissue. So these are auto infections and these are cross infections. So the correct answer is, it is both of them. Hospital acquired infections include cross infections also, as well as auto infections also. Next question is, which one of these vaccine contains living bacteria? Whether it is cholera, typhoid, plague or BCG. Now, before going to the correct answer, we will see what do you mean by living bacteria containing vaccines. So if you will see, according to the types of vaccines, there are various types of vaccines, as you can see here, like live attenuated vaccines, which contains the same pathogen but it is weakened pathogen. So actual pathogen is strong, but in live attenuated, that pathogen is live but it is weakened. Then recombinant vaccines are there, which contains the antigen of the pathogen produced through the expression system, recombinant DNA or recombinant technology systems. Then inactivated vaccines, like this contains the pathogen but it is inactivated pathogen, it is not either live or not either weakened. Then toxoids are also which contains inactivated toxins which are produced by that pathogen. Like pathogens, as we all know, they produce some toxins, can be classified in as endotoxin or exotoxins. So these toxins which are produced by the pathogen, these inactivated toxins contains toxoids. So these are various forms like live attenuated, inactivated, subunit vaccines. Okay. So according to these types, if you will see these killed vaccines examples, if you will bifurcate between the viral vaccines and bacterial vaccines, the killed vaccines, bacterial vaccines are pertussis, typhoid, cholera, plague, and viral vaccines are polio, rabies, influenza, hepatitis. So the question was, which one of these vaccine contains living bacteria? So according to this killed bacteria, live, toxoid, subunit. Now live, if you will see, this viral vaccines are there and bacterial vaccines are there. BCG, typhoid, measles, mumps, rubella and yellow fever, etc. So here you can see the options: cholera, typhoid, plague, BCG. So amongst these, the BCG you will find in the bacterial vaccine which are live attenuated. So this is the correct answer is BCG. Cholera, typhoid, plague, if you will see, the examples are there in this, like typhoid, cholera, plague, these are killed vaccines, and BCG is live vaccine, live bacteria containing vaccine. Now next question is, which of these vaccine contains dead bacteria? Now we just now seen cholera, typhoid, plague, all of these are containing dead bacteria. So vaccines containing dead bacteria, according to the diagram, if you will see, this is typhoid, cholera, plague, polio, hepatitis, etc. Next question is, which one of these vaccine contains living viruses? Now as you have seen in the image, there is a bifurcation. Bacterial vaccines are also there and viral vaccines are also there. So according to the diagram, vaccines containing living viruses, which of amongst these is possible? Poliomyelitis, yellow fever, measles, or all of them? So again, if we will go to the examples, vaccines containing living viruses are here. So living viruses will have to go to this diagram because there is a bifurcation. Viral vaccines. Now here living viral vaccines are measles, mumps, rubella, vaccina. So the correct answer is it is all of them. Measles, yellow fever, poliomyelitis, etc. Polio is both like killed as well as live. Next question is, which one of these is a vaccine containing toxoid? Whether it is tetanus, whether it is diphtheria, whether it is both of them or none of them. The correct answer is it is both of them, because if you will see the diagram here, in this you can see toxoids, the examples inactivated toxoids, tetanus and diphtheria. So according to the classification, these are the classes and these are the examples. So tetanus, diphtheria both are toxoids. Next question is, vaccines containing only one strain of species of microorganism is dash. Whether it is simple vaccine, whether it is mixed vaccine, whether it is univalent vaccine or polyvalent vaccine. So if you will see like the first classification which we have seen of that of vaccines, which was killed vaccine, live attenuated vaccine, subunit vaccines, toxoids, etc. So these were the types of vaccines. So if you will look into these like simple vaccines, mixed vaccines, univalent vaccines, polyvalent vaccines, these are all types of vaccines. Now simple vaccine, as the name suggests, simple vaccines, these vaccines contains only one species of microorganism. Then when it comes to mixed vaccine, this vaccine contains two or more than two species of the microorganism. For example, mixed vaccine like MMR, measles, mumps and rubella, all the three viruses are there. So it is combination of three viruses. So it is two or more than two species of microorganisms. So it is mixed vaccine example, that is MMR. Then polio is simple. Then univalent vaccine, if you will see, univalent vaccine is nothing but it contains only one strain of one particular species. Then polyvalent vaccines, which are also known as multivalent or polyvalent and monovalent or univalent. Polyvalent vaccines contains two or more strains of same microorganism, whereas mixed vaccine contains two or more species of microorganism. So according to the classification, these are the types, and which vaccines which contains only one strain of species of microorganism are called as univalent vaccines. Next question is, vaccines containing two or more than two strains of same species of microorganism is, we just now discussed about the types. So amongst the answer, the correct answer is it is again polyvalent, because it talks about the strains. Then next question is from the same category, vaccines containing two or more than two species, only species of microorganism is, as we discussed just now, it is mixed vaccine. So it is not even simple univalent or polyvalent, it is mixed vaccine. Next question, vaccines mainly are used for their dash treatment. Whether they are used for the prophylactic treatment, whether unknown, then therapeutic or none of them. The correct answer is it is prophylactic treatment. Prophylactic treatment means it is used to prevent the effect of a infection, that is preventive. So it is majorly used prophylactic treatment. Then next question is, vaccines containing only one species of microorganism is, so as we just now discussed, when it comes to only species, it is either simple or mixed, and when it comes to about the strain of the species, it is univalent or polyvalent. So it is talking about only the species, and that too a single species. So obviously the answer. Next question is, a clear fluid which separates from the blood when it clots is known as, whether it is toxin, whether it is pathogen, whether it is serum or all of them. The correct answer is, it is serum. When a clear fluid separates from the blood, it is serum. Next question is, the substance is produced by blood containing antibodies which specifically neutralize the toxins produced by the microorganisms are. The substances which neutralizes the toxin and they are produced by blood containing antibodies. So the options are endotoxin, exotoxin, antitoxin or antigens. So the correct answer is, it is antitoxins, which neutralize the toxins produced by the microorganism. Next question is, the toxins which can diffuse through the bacterial cell wall and are released into the blood are, whether they are endotoxin, exotoxin, antitoxin or antigen. So according to the description, they can diffuse through the cell wall and they can be released into the blood. That means they can come out. So the correct answer is, it is exotoxins, outside, and endo is within the bacterial cell. So the toxins which are released outside the bacterial cell are exotoxins. Next question is, poisonous substances produced by pathogenic microorganisms which lead to infection are, whether they are toxins, whether they are pathogens, whether antibodies or all of them. The correct answer is, it is toxins, because toxins are the toxic substances which are produced by the microorganisms which are responsible for the infection. Next question is, substances stimulating the body to produce antibodies are, whether they are endotoxins, whether they are exotoxins, whether they are antitoxins or antigens. The correct answer is, it is antigens. Antigens are basically responsible for producing the antibodies. Next question is, infection causing microorganisms are called, whether they are called as endotoxins, exotoxins, antitoxins or pathogens. The correct answer is, it is pathogens. Pathogens are the harmful microorganisms which cause the infection which lead to disease. So it is pathogens. Next question is, substances formed in the body in response to stimulation of antigens are, whether they are toxins, whether they are pathogens, whether they are antibodies or all of them. The correct answer is, it is antibodies. Antibodies are formed in the body in response to the antigen stimulation. Next. So here we stop with the part 6, which covers few of the MCQs from chapter Epidemiology. Stay tuned for the next part from the Epidemiology, that is part 7, which again will cover various aspects from the chapter Epidemiology. Thank you.